welcome to Abubakar Bacha channel.
The topic of an American and Afghan fight starting, focusing on a historical context like the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan in 2001 and the subsequent conflict. In the heart of the 21st century, one of the most significant military engagements in history took place, a conflict that would change the course of geopolitics, shape the lives of millions, and leave a legacy that would be felt for decades. The fight between American forces and the Taliban in Afghanistan. But how did it all begin? Let's rewind the clock and take a look at the start of the American-Afghan conflict. ACT-1, the events leading up. It all began on September 11, 2001, a day that would forever alter the course of history. Terrorist group Al-Qaeda, under the leadership of Osama bin Laden, orchestrated a series of devastating attacks on American soil. Nearly 3,000 innocent lives were lost in a matter of hours, as hijacked planes crashed into the Twin Towers in New York, the Pentagon, and a field in Pennsylvania. America's response was swift and decisive. President George W. Bush declared a war on terror and vowed to hunt down those responsible for the attacks. Al-Qaeda's base of operations was located in Afghanistan, where the Taliban regime had provided them sanctuary. The United States demanded the Taliban hand over Osama bin Laden, but the Taliban refused. The stage was set for a conflict that would last for nearly 2 decades. ACT-2, the start of the conflict. On October 7, 2001, Operation Enduring Freedom was launched. U.S. forces, with support from NATO allies, began bombing Taliban positions and Al-Qaeda strongholds in Afghanistan. Special Forces troops were deployed on the ground to take out key targets. The initial assault was overwhelming, and within weeks, key Taliban-controlled areas began to fall. But the fight was far from over. The Taliban and Al-Qaeda forces, though significantly weakened, proved resilient. A new chapter of guerrilla warfare began. ACT-3, the escalation of the fight. While American forces were rapidly advancing, they faced a tough adversary. The mountainous terrain of Afghanistan, the lack of infrastructure, and the resolve of the Taliban fighters made it a challenging environment for U.S. troops. The U.S. was not only fighting the Taliban, but also battling the complex and shifting allegiances among different Afghan factions. The war soon escalated, with both sides caught in a prolonged and bloody stalemate. The Taliban carried out surprise attacks, ambushes, and suicide bombings, while U.S. forces responded with airstrikes and raids. The story of the American-Afghan conflict is one of loss, perseverance, and political complexities. The war may have officially ended, but its effects will continue to shape the region and the world for generations to come. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, stay tuned for more deep dives into history's most important events. Thanks for watching. Writer Mian Bacha channel name Abubakar Bachak. Now